Welcome back to my channel. As I've received a lot of questions about my luggage setup, I thought I'd make a short video to show you how I set up my bike for trail and camping. What we see here is my everyday trail setup. I run a small Kriega 10 litre on the back of my bike at all times, just on that little rack there. And let's have a look at the Kriega and see what's inside. I really do like these bags. They're nice and simple, waterproof, and they're really secure. So the first thing I've got in there, it's a spare rear tube. It's a heavy duty one, so it is a bit bulky. I've got my first aid kit, always keep that. I always carry a large roll of toilet paper, not just for myself, but it's very useful to sell to your mates in the bush, and a tourniquet that goes with my first aid kit. Alright, what else we've got in here, digging around? Yeah, my tools. So I carry a small toolkit to make sure I can fix any flats or anything that might go wrong. And the final thing I have in there is a front tube, a 21-inch tube. And there you have it. That's my everyday trail setup on the back of the bike. Now for camping, either overnight or multiple days, multiple nights, this is my setup. It's the giant Lop Coyote tail bag. I've had it for quite a number of years, been on quite a few bikes, and it's had a hard time, but it's still looking good. What I like about these bags is they're really easy to secure, and once they're secured to the bike, they stay there and don't really move around much. I like that they're small and fit the contours of the bike. They don't hang out like pannier racks and soft bags. I find they work well for me. Alright, let's have a look inside and see what I carry and how I pack it. The bags itself are held on by these straps in the middle and the two lower straps. Access is via this one main zipper. Because of the horseshoe shape, it can be a little fiddly to undo at times, but once it's on the bike, it's good. You can see here is how I pack, and this is really how you need to pack. You need to have something in the middle that's about that size that fits the shape of the horseshoe. That's my inflatable air mattress, and I find it fits that space quite well. On the right hand side here, I've got my tent. It's a Macpac Apollo tent, and it fits nicely down that side. On the other side I have a dry bag with my clothes in it. We'll have a look at all this stuff separately soon. I've got my small cooking pot and stove there. On the right hand side down the bottom, I carry a canteen with spare water. About 2 litres there. On the left hand side I've got my food supplies. Now I didn't really have any camping stuff left over, so I've just thrown some cans in there to show you that it can hold a bit of food, and sometimes that's actually what I take on camping trips. And you'll see here that the tools and spares that I had in the Kriega are just shoved down the bottom. I try to keep all the heavy stuff down low just to help the handling. So I'm just going to have a look inside my dry bag with the clothes that I take for, this was for a 2 to 3 day ride. So I've got a towel, just a small little camping towel. I've got just some very light shoes just to wear around camp. I've got some lightweight pants. What else have I got in here? I have a t-shirt to wear, so this is just clothes to wear around the camp, so you're not wearing your riding gear. Got a spare pair of shorts, also double as swimmers if there's somewhere nice to swim, and just the usual socks and undies. And I keep these all in a dry bag just in case something happens and water gets in. But that's pretty much it. That's my camping setup for probably 2 or 3 days. Now you might have noticed that that's not everything you need for camping. I do carry a backpack with some things in it, so let's look at that now. I like to carry lightweight things that I may need more regularly in my backpack. So as you can see here, my backpack has my 3 litre water bladder. I've got toilet paper, first aid kit, a small light sleeping bag, pillow, got some snacks, there's a snake bite bandage, I've got toothpaste, I've got a folding saw, pump, I've got a little bag there of fire starters, some sunscreen and a water purifier. Now if I'm going for a longer ride or I simply want to carry more stuff, all I do is take my tent out of the giant loop, and that frees up one whole side where I can put more clothes, food, whatever it is, bigger sleeping bag, doesn't matter, it fits in there. And I just put the tent on the back of the rack. As you see here, still plenty of room, everything's tight and secure and rides well. Before you go strapping luggage to your bike, you might want to learn from my mistakes and cover your plastics with some clear film or something else just to protect them from scratches where the bags rub. I'm running an aftermarket exhaust, and that meant taking off the factory heat shield. I wanted to retain that, so this is how I did it. I simply bolted it to another heat shield, and now it looks factory and protects the luggage from all the heat of the exhaust. So there you have it. That's how I set up and run the luggage on my bike. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe and I'll keep them coming. See you next time.